Hi, everyone. Welcome to the next four-year speculation Oscar flashback to 2006. With me is Erik, Cesco,
Hello.
Rob,
Good afternoon.
and John.
Hello.
I believe we might get some more guests showing up later on. But yes, we're here to talk about 2006, and we're going to start with Best Supporting Actress, where an American Idol loser won herself an Oscar. Joining Jennifer Hudson that year were Adriana Barraza and Rinko Kikuchi from Babel, Kate Blanchett from Notes on a Scandal, and Abigail Breslin from Little Miss Sunshine. Thoughts on this category, because I definitely did not care for the winner.
I like the win. I like Hudson's win.
And that was pretty much a foregone conclusion, if I remember correctly. I think there was buzz about her before the movie even came out. I think when she got cast in that particular role, I think people were already saying, "Oh, there's your Best Supporting Actress winner," and then she went on to just continually, she won it pretty much. And then I think winning New York kind of solidified that, which was a bit of a surprise, I thought.
I don't know. New York does weird things like that. I mean, they gave Meryl Streep a win for Iron Lady, so they don't give a fuck. But yeah, you're right. It's the kind of role that, like Anne Hathaway's or Gary Oldman or Daniel Day-Lewis, like as soon as it's announced, that's it. It's as good on paper as you can get.
Yeah. She had a good narrative, and they kept pushing the whole that she was eliminated. I don't remember what number she
was like
got
6th
eliminated.
or something.
7.
Okay, 7.
Yeah, 7.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So she was kind of, she made the top 10, but still low.
She was no Nikki McKibben.
Right, exactly. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man.
Wow.
I love Nikki, by the way. All right.
Poor thing.
Yeah, but I think it was as soon as they announced it. I mean, it was. I think some people early on thought she would be in the lead acting race because Jennifer Holliday won, but the Tonys are a different thing, and so it made sense that she would be here. Yeah, I definitely think once she won that Critic Award, it was like, well, then there's no point. So she swept all the precursors, so it was hard to argue against that. Plus, like her competition, it was almost designed in a way for her to easily win over them, because Blanchett had just won so recently. The Babel ladies were competing, and trying to siphon out votes off of each other. And how old was Breslin? Like 7, 8?
Like 8 or 9, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's a great. Yeah, I think it's a great singing performance. It's an okay spoken performance, and it's a lead performance. So like, I have very mixed opinions about it, but I love Jennifer Hudson in general.
Mm-hmm.
I love her, and I think she's a phenomenal singer. And I'm okay with her winning for those 5 minutes in the movie.
Yeah, that's which is what she won for. Like,
yeah,
she could have read off a note card for the rest of the time.
Yeah. She kind of did.
She still would have won. She kind of did. But like that song is, of course, just like the award-winning song. If you nail it, you're winning whatever award you're eligible for.
So
Although I would have been really totally happy and fine with Blanchett winning.
Yep.
Me too.
That performance.
Yeah, much more than what you won for.
Yeah, it's interesting. I think the rest of the 4 were all really good performances.
Yeah.
In the category, but it's like you said, Alfie, like it was just designed for Jennifer. Like they were all. There's something about them that was. I mean, the Babel ladies also being foreign language performances, or being Spanish and Japanese,
an unknown.
An unknown, yeah, very unknown.
Yeah.
And Dreamgirls had the most nominations of anything, and it was still only 8. That was a weird year. This is such a weird year.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
I watched Little Miss Sunshine earlier this month just because it'd been since the movie came out that I'd seen it. And I was really impressed with Breslin's performance this time around.
She's great. Yeah.
I was very dismissive the first time, but it's a really good performance. And, you know,
Yeah.
whatever people think about child performances, like it was really good. And I feel even better. Like I'm glad she got in, you know, so.
yeah,
I think she was actually probably second.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
This is the strength of the movie, yeah.
And it won PGA, and there was just, I don't know.
There's energy behind it.
It was closer.
Arkin won, so yeah.
And Breslin's the only one that got to give a speech in this category because she won Younger Actress at the Critics' Choice. So like, it's some kind of visibility. So.
Yeah, Barraza would have been my pick. Well, actually, funny, at the time, Breslin was my pick. Because spoiler alert, 2006 was the first year I started doing my own awards on my own. I have the Lucy Awards that I do every year.
Lucy's.
In a Word doc that only I look at. But Breslin was my winner at the time, but looking back, I haven't seen the movie since. Like Barraza is probably my pick now, looking back.
Yeah, I was definitely a fan of hers, and I think both of Rinko Kikuchi and Barraza were really great.
Yeah.
Rewatching that one again, I definitely liked it a lot more because I really was not a fan of it the first time, but both of them give really great performances, and I remember being very upset right after this awards because they didn't invite Rinko Kikuchi to be part of the Academy, and that was when and Breslin too. It was the first time they started like not doing that. No, Michelle Williams was the first time they did that, and it was just kind of like, come on, like Matthew Perry's in the Academy, like.
That means somebody invited him, though. That's what's so fucked up about it.
I mean, Studio 60 on the Sunset Strip was pretty good.
I'm trying to think of who invited him. Who's the culprit for that?
That's a good question.
I have no idea.
They should have to reveal themselves so that we can cancel them.
Was it Kathleen Turner?
Would have Aaron Sorkin? Was he?
Oh
have
God!
Been the Academy at the time?
I doubt he was at the time.
Okay.
2006. No.
Well, he had quite a bit. Well, he had A Few Good Men and American President, so he was doing a lot of shit. So, and not that West Wing and all that stuff is movies, but I would have thought that he would have been a member at that time.
That's enough about Aaron.
But anyway, we're talking about supporting actress, not Aaron Sorkin.
Damn.
I think I'm fine with Jennifer winning. I think that is probably the performance that everybody remembers. I mean, to this day, when they see her, they remember that performance. Where the other ones, no shade on the other ones, but I think that's just the performance is very memorable to this day. I think people still are talking about it.
I remember the terrible bolero jacket that she wore.
Oh right.
Oh, she took it off.
She took it off.
She took it off.
It was bad.
It's actually a really good category. Now that I am thinking about it in terms of like overall quality, really, really strong, I think.
I also still remember, I think it was at the Globes, not the Oscars, where she gave her speech, and then I think Letters from Iwo Jima won foreign film, and Clint kind of like made fun of her speech. I don't remember what the context was, but I remember Clint being a bit of an asshole, but
How unusual.
Par for the course, but yeah.
Any other supporting actresses that you all liked this year?
Someone's background.
Other the ones that did get nominated. I was just thinking about that. I guess I didn't quite do my research on the films that came out that year. But I would say, and I don't remember her. She just died not too long ago. But Phyllis, and I forget her last name, from Somerville from Little Children.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
It was really, really good.
I would say Jodie Foster in Inside Man. Julianne Moore, Children of Men, because she should be nominated every single year.
Opportunity.
God, but she gets.
Yeah, Catherine O'Hara was my big one that missed out.
Catherine O'Hara.
Yeah.
Right. Catherine O'Hara.
But others that I remember really liking were Frances de la Tour in History Boys, even though it's kind of a small part. And
So good though.
She has some
so
buzz though.
good.
Yeah, I remember.
She got the BAFTA nomination, I think.
Yeah.
And then my favorite movie that year was The Lives of Others. So Martina Gedeck from that movie was really, really good. But there was never a chance for that. But also, it's hard to like pick who to take out too, because it's such a strong lineup.
Yeah, I have two other performances from foreign language films. Maribel Verdú for Pan's Labyrinth and Carmen Maura from Volver.
Oh yeah.
Both, you know.
Good year, yeah.
I was the whole year waiting for Penelope Cruz to pick up something, so that way Carmen Maura can like coattail her way in, but that did not happen. Volver didn't even get in for foreign language film, which was a bummer. So.
Was it submitted as Spain's? And okay, it was.
But they instead decided to go, with From Canada Water.
Canada Water.
So shout out to this head Oscar buzz and Salma Hayek.
Fucking legendary. To this day, I mean, most of us use that in some form just to call back. I love it. It's the best.
If I could nominate Salma Hayek for supporting actress for that Oscar nomination performance.
It was at once amazing and terrible.
Yes.
I was like, what are you doing? But keep doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The fact that she was crying when she announced her as a Best Picture nominee, and I was like, girl, no, it wasn't that great. All right, well, let's move on to supporting actor, where Alan Arkin won over Eddie Murphy, as well as Jackie Earle Haley, Mark Wahlberg, and Jaimin Hansu.
Fucking Mark
This
Wahlberg.
is not a great lineup.
This is a terrible lineup.
Yeah.
You have a movie with Jack Nicholson and DiCaprio, and you nominate Mark Wahlberg. No.
Yeah. Conversely, this is really one of the worst lineups in this category that I can think of, and this is historically a really bad category across the decades. So yeah.
I think Jackie Earle Haley saves it from being the worst.
Yep.
I think he saves it from being the worst, because the other ones are Alan Arkin, we all know that was a gimme. And they teased Eddie Murphy all the way, gave him the Golden Globe and SAG, and said, nope, you ain't getting it. We're giving it to Alan Arkin.
That was so brutal.
Norbit.
That was the Norbit factor, though.
I think it was they didn't want to give it to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know we always say it's Norbit, but
I don't think it was
I don't
Norbit.
think so.
I mean, no. I think it was his reputation. They didn't want to give it to him, and the poor guy. They really dicked him around until because he showed up thinking, I might win this.
And then he left.
Then he immediately left, right?
And then he left. Fuck you. And then who else? Oh, Arkin. Hansu. Hansu. No. Jackie Earle Haley should have won.
Mm-hmm.
And again,
I agree.
But they were never going to get it to him. That was like, hey, welcome back after all these years of being a mailman and a pizza delivery boy and all that.
But it was great to see him like use that to get more films and more like parts, which was really great because it really brought him back, which was great.
Yeah, no, I absolutely agree. And he had done, which I've never seen to this day, the All the Kingsmen remake. He was in that, right? Isn't that the same year? I didn't see it. I heard
this year has a lot of hilarious, this had Oscar buzz, failed bait. And that was like
The Painted Veil.
Really high on the list.
The Painted Veil. Oh my God. It just all hit me at once that was a thing. Yes. Oh my God. The Painted
Sort of a thing.
I he was not my favorite, but I don't understand how Jack Nicholson missed this category. Like,
it's crazy.
I know they planned the entire cast supporting, which whatever, but how does Jack Nicholson miss?
But like, how does he miss and then Wahlberg makes it in?
Right.
That's even more baffling to me.
Yeah.
It just feels like everybody in the movie got a little bit of votes, but because there were so many different people, there was really no consensus behind anybody. And I think Wahlberg just ended up by random like chance getting the most.
And Wahlberg got National Society, right? He won National Society, if I'm correct. Is that correct? Anybody can verify that?
He and Jack got Globe nominated, but
right. And I think the biggest shocker for me was that DiCaprio got in for Blood Diamond and not this one. But that's obviously, we'll go to that later. But I think a lot of it was, and you guys are probably going to like, no, boo. I think Wahlberg actually, his scenes, I thought he stood out in a lot of his stuff. And I was actually, after seeing The Departed, I mean, he wasn't in it for very much, but I thought the scenes that he was in, I thought he was great.
To me, he stood out because he was terrible. But he definitely stood
really
out.
bad.
I'm the minority, literally the minority. I liked his performance.
Yeah,
a lot of people liked his performance, obviously.
I liked it.
But it just, in terms of sort of like intellectualizing how this happened, though, it's really, really bizarre. It's really bizarre.
It's not that bizarre. It's all because of DiCaprio, because he got double lead nominations at the Globes and he got in supporting at SAG. If they had been able to really keep him in supporting and the Academy voters were like, fine, sure, he would be in there instead of Wahlberg easily.
But then someone else makes it in. It's Wahlberg, not Nicholson.
Well, that's
what's so bizarre to me.
That's what's so crazy.
Well,
yeah.
Did Nicholson miss at SAG? Because I know DiCaprio got in, but
I think so.
I don't get it. Like,
yeah, he missed.
So weird.
The SAG 5 was 4 for 5, and then Wahlberg replaced DiCaprio. Mm-hmm. It's fucking insane. It's insane.
It's also weird, especially looking at the trajectory that Mirren had, that Michael Sheen didn't pop up for the Queen in this category.
Yeah,
because he was one of my favorites that year, and so it was interesting that the Queen getting in for picture director, Mirren winning everything that year, and he just couldn't get in, really.
I think it's a great example of one of the times when coattails just don't make it in, because we look every year, go, oh, okay, this person can coattail in without any precursors, but there's so many examples where it just doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Even with the front runner.
Yeah.
So.
And I think The Queen was really about Helen Mirren as opposed to The Departed, which was about Scorsese and DiCaprio. And I think there was clearly more eyes on that film. And everybody was really just focused in on The Queen, on Helen Mirren. That's probably why Sheen. I mean, I know he did well with the critics. I think he got LA, and then was he up for a Globe and SAG? I apologize, I didn't do my homework as I normally do, but I just think it was more of the Departed wanting to get more nominations for The Departed for Marty.
Yeah, but I mean, that's exactly how those things happen. That's how like Maggie Gyllenhaal got in with the Crazy Heart.
Rachel, you're here. You're joining us for supporting actor. What a great category!
Oh my God, sorry guys. The grocery store just seems like such a trauma to get through every time you have to go, with the double mask and the people fighting over who's next to the register, and I feel like it's like Hunger Games to go to the grocery store.
Really?
So.
Oh my God.
Do you ever do Amazon Prime grocery delivery through Whole Foods?
That's what we do.
I mean, we do. I mean, we've done like we have Fresh Direct and Peapod, which I think are similar concepts to what you're talking about, but
Mhm.
we have not been, we did that like at the beginning when things were really bad, and then now we're trying to alternate. My roommate and I like switching off going to the grocery store every week because it's really expensive to, when you add on the
Yeah.
delivery fee and the tips and stuff, it's super expensive to get groceries delivered every week. When it's, you know, we know the ways better now to stay safe when we're doing these kinds of errands, but it's just like a whole day activity now. I feel like
I hear you.
I'd much rather be discussing the Oscars with you guys.
Yay.
All right.
Explain
Hey.
your background.
It's Stick It,
It's-
which came
it's-
out this year.
Yeah.
That's
I
all.
was
That's the
wondering.
whole explanation. That's really it.
Yeah, so we're talking about supporting actor and how pretty terrible that category was this year.
I mean, it's usually pretty terrible, is it
I
not?
mean, true.
That was the opening.
She speaks
pick.
truth.
But
Yeah.
I think you would join us in saying that Jackie Earle Haley was the best one in that category.
Do you remember when I saw Little Children, the
Yep.
advanced screening at the
I
New
was
York Film
waiting.
Festival? And I like texted him and I was like, well, I had already read the book and I was like, Winslet's really good, but there's this other guy that I'm not really overly familiar with who really steals the whole movie for me. And then he wrote it all the way to the nomination.
Yeah.
You made it happen.
Yeah, that was amazing.
You put it out there.
But yeah, that was also like the weird year in which Nicholson somehow missed for the
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were just on that, trying to figure
Yeah.
out
Yeah.
the why.
Crazy.
bizarre. Yeah, totally a bizarre miss.
And they,
The most nominated male actor in the Academy in a Martin Scorsese film in a Best Picture frontrunner. No, thank you. We don't want that. Like,
And the guy who's given out Best Picture more than anybody in the modern era. Doing everything
It's
with
kind of
like-
like when Meryl missed for The Hours in a way,
Yeah.
where it's
And-
kind of like,
with that weekend.
how does the math connect? Yeah.
Right. This one just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. It makes far less sense because there was no category confusion with him.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, actually, I'm thinking about this lineup. I mean, Haley would have been my pick of those who were nominated, but
Yeah.
I do also like Murphy and Arkin. So at least I like 3 out of 5, which is more than I can say for a lot of other years. So
I think Arkin's a good winner, but
It's a
Really
veteran
close.
career win though.
It's a career win. It's not
Career
a
win.
performance win.
So,
Yeah.
but
it's
he
the-
was in a strong film too, but still. Yee.
it's the one, the Grandpa, Do You Think I'm Pretty? Like it's a one scene win too.
Yeah.
That's
Right.
really her scene though.
It is her
Oh.
scene.
well, and I remember people really trying to get Carell to get in here, and he didn't really
Yeah.
land anywhere either, which was weird because he had The Office, he just had 40-Year-Old Virgin. You would think he maybe at the Globes, maybe at SAG, and nothing.
The other thing I was going to bring up is that as weak as this category is, I can't really think of anyone that I'm like, oh, that was a huge, except for Jack Nicholson, like that was a huge miss. Like there's not a lot of people for me waiting in the wings that should have been nominated. It's just kind of I don't know, kind of a blah year for supporting actors in general for
Hey,
me.
at least it wasn't Ben Affleck.
For what was that movie?
Hollywoodland.
Hollywoodland. I was gonna say Wonderland.
Oh,
He
right.
got like Globe and
Yeah.
Critics' Choice, which
Right.
was scary
I
and
thought it might happen.
They were
Was
pushing,
definitely
pushing him for that,
in the
right?
realm of possibility.
Yeah,
Adam
my
Beach
lineup this
too.
year is mostly like old veteran character actors in movies that no one saw, like the grandpa from Quinceañera, and so like that wasn't happening. So I think Michael Sheen from The Queen's the one that
Yeah.
was the most,
Yeah.
besides Nicholson.
Yeah, I agree.
Alfie, did we like miss that you're talking to us from your new casa, and we
Yes,
can actually
I'm in my
see
new
your
apartment.
in the
Yes.
background?
Oh.
Yes, I will definitely give you a tour after.
Awesome. I really want to see it. Thinking about the actual Oscar night, had people switched to Arkin? Because I was still predicting Murphy, and I was obviously wrong. But
I was still predicting Murphy.
I was
I
picking.
don't remember.
I think after SAG, I was predicting Murphy because that was the one that I thought maybe he was going to get it at that point.
Arkin won
I don't remember.
BAFTA.
Right.
Yeah,
and I thought that was just
just like an outlier.
Mm-hmm.
No,
I mean,
BAFTA is a big deal, actually. Yeah.
now we realize that. Yeah.
Now we know that, but
Now
yeah.
we know at the time.
but it felt like, I mean, we knew Little Miss Sunshine was very strong coming in, but we also knew it was going to do screenplay. So I kind of felt like, well, that's where they're going to have their chance to reward
Yeah.
that movie.
I mean, I was predicting Little Miss Sunshine for Best Picture because it came in with PGA, SAG, WGA, and a Directors Guild nomination, which I didn't think was going to happen because it's a duo. So
it was definitely in second. Yeah.
Yeah. I was as well. I remember predicting a Little Miss Sunshine.
I figured it was going to be The Departed, just because Little Miss Sunshine did it only receive the 3 nominations? Was that it? Picture, supporting actor, and screenplay? Was that it?
supporting actors. It missed
Oh,
edit.
four. So clearly, yeah, I thought if it would have received like a few more, I think it would have been more in the running. But I think because it only just received a few, I figure it had to be Martin Scorsese's year anyway.
Also, I think Hudson being such a front runner probably hurt him in the end. If they already didn't particularly like him and sort of like wanted to spread the wealth, they were already going to give an acting Oscar to Dreamgirls. They were probably like, we can look elsewhere here.
Right.
And that's what they did.
And there's Alan Arkin, who's never won.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Dreamgirls missed Best Picture. So the idea of having 2 acting wins come from a non-Best Picture nominee just feels weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess it makes sense. Yeah.
I'm not surprised looking back, but
It's all Clint Eastwood's fault, really.
everything really is.
Let us romantic.
Most things are.
Most things are Clint Eastwood's fault.
I have a confession. To this day, I've never seen that film.
It's better than Flags of Our Fathers.
I've heard that, but there's
nothing is better than Flags of Our Fathers.
and unfortunately, I did see that one, and God, I don't know.
It's hysterical that he had it like ready to go out in case like Flags flopped, and that's exactly what happened. He was like, no, we're gonna put this out then, and let's go. Yeah, just in his backlog.
I like the movie, but I definitely like it was all strategy, and which it just I didn't like the way that it was released and everything. But
yeah, I'm really over last second Clint Eastwood Warner Brothers releases in Oscar season. I'm glad that he didn't get Cry Macho out in time for this, because he probably could have, because it's wrapped like quite a while ago.
It's getting released this weekend, so
whoops.
Damn it.
Right under it.
Isn't it one of the HBO Max day-to-day releases?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So technically it's eligible.
Yeah.
Just wait. It's gonna.
Yeah, I mean,
10 nominations.
Sorry, Judas and the Black Messiah.
I need to look into this. Is there a supporting actress in it that I don't know about?
I think is it Kathy Bates back? Is it Kathy Bates in that?
Oh God, no! Please, no, no.
So moving on to lead actor, Forrest Whitaker won for Last King of Scotland over DiCaprio for Blood Diamond, Peter O'Toole for
Bling Bling,
Will Smith for The Pursuit of Happiness, and Ryan Gosling for Half Nelson.
I just want to say that DiCaprio's accent in that movie is the most unhinged, deranged thing I've ever heard in my life.
It's fucking crazy.
I don't know who coached him, if anybody. It's something unlike anything else that I've ever experienced.
To me, it's always when something like that, where the accent is so inconsistent, somebody fucking, are you paying attention, listening to the dailies and going, scratch it, let's just do the American accent because no one's going to give a shit.
That's what Kevin Costner did.
And that was smart. And that was smart, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, it depends on the actor, because I feel like Nicole Kidman has her own unique American accent that no one has, and we all just accept it and love it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, she's Nicole Kidman.
Yes.
Yes.
And
Leonardo DiCaprio is not Nicole Kidman.
No.
Yeah, but I think he probably had a status enough that they weren't going to be like, hey, Leo, can you work on that accent a little bit more?
Does he get notes? No, he doesn't.
I don't think so.
No.
Are you saying Ed Zwick is not doing his job?
Is that the director? I was just going to ask who the director was.
Notes like on the ass of a 20-year-old model, and then he.
Yeah.
I want to circle back to that, Francesco. Of no notes when we get to Best Actress. Remind me.
Okay.
But I missed.
I'm slightly worried, but okay.
You're gonna. I think you're gonna.
Okay.
Like when I'm throwing down. Anyway, sorry.
Rachel, you want to talk about supporting actors for a second?
Did I miss it?
Yeah.
I mean,
You did.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, I'm not going. I'm sure I don't really have anything to add.
No, we all agreed that. I think we all.
That's what did it. Yeah.
The homosexuals and Rob have spoken. So
they all. I mean, they all voted for her, and she won. And I don't know. There weren't really, from how the lineup ended up shaking out, there wasn't really anybody else who had a very strong narrative.
No. And we had talked earlier saying when it got announced that she was going to take that role, it was pretty much a foregone, like the Anne Hathaway kind of thing.
Yeah, it was pretty much done.
Yeah. And Oprah Winfrey said she voted for her, so that was also done too. So
Oprah votes.
Oprah votes.
I'll be happy if she gets in for Aretha, just to sort of like not be like a flash in the pan.
Yes.
I feel like
I do love her.
Isn't there another Aretha? Isn't Cynthia Erivo doing it too? But
for TV though.
That's on TV. Okay, that's what I thought. I was like, how's that happening?
And neither of them look a goddamn thing like her.
No.
Yeah, whatever.
At all. Not even in the tiniest way.
But Aretha, I guess.
Aretha chose her.
For J HUD.
Yeah, she chose her. So yeah.
Whatever.
The back and forth shade though between the two about that in the press has been really delicious.
To
be chosen, handpicked by Ms. Aretha Franklin. I love that.
Maybe the only thing that Alfie and I follow as much as Oscars and the awards is OG American Idol. So that's the other thing about the J HUD victory is that show.
That's her being kicked off 7th.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But back to actor.
Yeah.
Back to actor.
Forrest Whitaker won, and he
won everything, right?
Yeah.
Pretty much. There was.
Suck it, Peter O'Toole.
Yeah, poor Peter.
Well, that's the story that no, it was Troy. It wasn't Venus. Never mind. That my legendary.
Yes.
Never mind. It was Troy. I take it back.
But I mean, it really tells you how strong he was, that he was able to like beat out O'Toole in his last nomination, someone who had never won.
Like that was
just
such a
Venus is horrible though.
Yeah,
it is
that's
terrible.
The thing is like
really bad.
Even though
well
she's Doctor Who now, but
that was probably a big part of it. Yeah,
terrible.
Just how bad it was. Yeah.
Yeah, it was horrible.
Last King of Scotland.
No, Venus.
Venus. Okay. Yeah. God, I know I saw it. I just don't really remember too much about it.
Yeah, that's about right.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know I saw
it. Lecherous. It's just.
It's real gross.
It's just him and he's just horny the whole time, right?
The whole time, finger banging and like.
But like 90-year-old horny, which is a whole different kind of horny.
With
I must have gone to the bathroom during that scene because I don't remember that.
Yeah. I mean, it's no, Clint Eastwood throwing 2 menage a trois for himself, but it's bad.
Fingers of our father.
Bye.
No, I should have stayed off, guys. Why did I?
I like 2 of these performances.
I like one of them.
I like Whitaker and Gosling.
Gosling, it's not even close.
Yeah.
And Gosling probably would be my pick.
Yeah, me too.
Not even close. Yeah.
So here's a question. So with DiCaprio being nominated for Blood Diamond, and a lot of people thought that he should have been nominated for Departed, does everybody think that that was a supporting or a lead role?
Which one?
DiCaprio in Departed.
Lead.
I think it's lead.
And then what about Forrest Whitaker? A lot of people have said, that's kind of a supporting.
Supporting.
Okay.
It's supporting, but I'm fine with it being lead because
So it's kind of
It's a
a
healthy supporting role, but
So-
he's not the lead in that movie.
so kind of like an Anthony Hopkins kind of thing where
yeah,
It's-
impact over the whole run of a film is just as important as screen time.
no,
The
I
whole
agree.
movie gravitates around
Just
him.
ask Olivia
Yeah.
Colman. All right.
The rudeness today, the rudeness.
I've been tested.
Yeah. Glenn's looking at me
also
right now
like-
like, did you just fucking say that? Perch and
Perch and swivel.
I'm also not gonna take away Whitaker's win though, because it's so rare for a black lead actor to like sweep like that and really take everything. And I personally would have voted for Gosling, no contest. I bet y'all are surprised that I've seen that movie, but I have, and I loved it. But I wouldn't begrudge Whitaker. But that's another factor I think probably against Eddie Murphy is Whitaker and Hudson were so strong. Was it really going to be Whitaker, Hudson, and Murphy?
Yeah. Oh, call back to supporting actress though, Sharika Epps from Half Nelson.
She's lead.
Oh,
Yeah, but she's a
The
kid.
Spirit Award is in lead. She is a Spirit Award winner. How
She
dare
would
you?
get
I know,
that.
but she's still a kid.
Yeah, I was gonna bring her up in lead, but either
I would be fine either
I
way
would-
for her.
I would have loved if she was factored in more.
Breslin is in supporting, and she is Little Miss Sunshine.
She is
Yeah,
also
she's
the lead.
she is the lead, yeah.
Oh, I gotta check her Instagram. Her dad was on a ventilator this week.
Oh,
Mhm.
Oh my God.
Yeah. It was weird that was even like news a couple of weeks ago, and like all these things came up. It was just strange.
I mean, I follow her. I don't know. I hadn't seen it anywhere else other than just her posting about it. But I was on a flight with her once.
Breslin in supporting isn't as bad as some like Tatum O'Neal and Kate Moon is worse in terms of category fraud.
Yeah, and that's what everyone kept like calling back to him. Like, it's not even close.
Tatum O'Neal is in like 3/4 of that movie.
Yeah.
Apart from the movie being about her, she is really, but yeah,
It's
she's in the
practically
entire
a
thing.
two-hander. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
In this in lead actor, the only other it was not a great year for men. So Richard
Aw.
Griffiths from The History Boys was another good one.
Yeah.
And no John
Clive
mentioned
Owen.
Francis Clive Owen.
Clive Owen, yeah.
I just rewatched it this morning. Still really holds up really, really well. I forgot that I really liked Michael Caine in that movie. It was
What?
I didn't like him the first time, and this time I really liked him.
It's the
What
old,
about like The Illusionist and The Prestige and that like
oh yeah.
dueling
The Dueling Magicians.
magicians? Yeah, we had dueling magicians and then dueling 9/11 movies, which was
Oh, right.
a fucking.
But the one, but there was one that was a television film, right? And then there was the United 93 was the
Well,
theatrical
but
release.
World Trade Center was this year too.
Oh shit! I
Trade
forgot
Center
about
was-
that
yeah,
one.
That's what I'm talking about. The Oliver Stone.
Oh,
Liz Cage.
I-
Which
right.
didn't really make a dent at all. Was it
Yeah.
terrible?
God, yes.
it wasn't terrible. It was just okay.
Was
Well,
terrible.
when you put it next to United 93, it's
Oh well, yeah, that's a great.
garbage,
That was
so,
a
yeah.
that's
Okay.
great. That was a good film. That had so much I remember when I saw it, and then I was telling people it was really good, and there was so much and I get it, I understand. There was a lot of resistance to people seeing that. And I was trying to explain it to us from a movie and storytelling standpoint, but there are people like, no, I will never see that.
Mhm.
I just got the feeling that it very much sort of like pornified the heroic sort of like nature of the characters and made it sort of like really gross to watch, whereas Greengrass is a lot more documentary style, which I think is a more respectful approach. So yeah, I never bothered.
Yeah, I didn't think of it that way, but I understand. I get it.
Anything else for lead actor before we move on to lead actor?
Well, we didn't get Patrick Wilson and his gorgeous ass in this category, which was really sad.
No.
I was going to say, who else was out there that was
Not much.
not much? Because I was thinking, as far as all the precursors, that was all Forrest Whitaker. So, but was there anybody else out there that was floating out there?
The
Josh
one
Cohen won the Comedy Globe for Borat. So.
Oh, right, that was that year.
The one performance that was sort of in the hunt, not really, he got a BAFTA, was Richard Griffiths in The History Boys, which I thought was really, really good.
I mentioned him when you were off camera. Yes.
Oh, did you? I'm sorry. I ran
that
into
was
Didn't History Boys get like 10 BAFTA nominations?
Yeah,
yeah,
something like
It's
that.
huge.
Yeah.
and he won the Tony for that, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I just want to shout out the two performances I really loved from that year, which was Ulrich Mew, I don't know how to say his last name, from The Lives of Others. And then Ion Fiscutono from The Death of Mr. Lazarescu,
Oh, lovely.
which
Supporting
was
actor.
my winner that year for my personal awards.
She won LA, right?
Yeah. I remember when
And Lucy's really delivered.
I gotta watch
I
this.
know.
It was good. It was a good movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I never had those performances would never have had a chance, but they were just from that year. One I really loved.
Those are those LA critic left field winners.
Yeah.
You're like, who? What?
Yeah.
Which in hindsight, giving like Mew even just a nomination for that would have been like so meaningful, because obviously that was like what his last movie or close to. So
Yeah, he died shortly after.
yeah, what a shame.
Right.
Yeah.
And he was in the original German version. If you ever saw Funny Game.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's one of those that are like, okay, saw it once, I'll never see it ever again.
It's one of those movies. Like, it was amazing, and I'm never gonna watch it again.
And then, of course, I, being the glutton for punishment, watched the American version, and I said, why am I doing this to myself?
Not as amazing. Yeah.
No, but still bad. All right. So best actor. Okay.
That Will Smith actually got in. I mean, I predicted him, but
Yeah. It's a terrible nomination.
For what was
Pursuit of Happiness.
Pursuit of Happiness.
Pursuit of Happiness. Right. Okay. Right.
At least there wasn't a path for him to win, because that was like, I mean, that was the peak of his stardom, I think, and another nomination showing the first one wasn't a fluke. At least it just was that. I mean, it would have been better if he was not nominated at all. So
again, another one of those I don't remember. That was a San Francisco Story, so that's probably the only reason I probably watched.
That's his last nomination, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because he's just been tearing it up lately.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he'll be back with King Richard.
Oh, is he?
You just put it out there.
I think it's a pretty good chance.
All right.
Obviously a year in advance.
We shall see.
Let's jump over to lead actress, the Helen Mirren show, starring 4 co-stars.
And she pretty much steamrolled through this like Whitaker, right?
Block. I mean, she won the Best Actress award from the African American Film Critics, and that was at the time when they only honored African American performances. So it was like,
it started in Venice like a year before, where I was like, uh-oh, this is happening.
Yeah. I love this category though.
It's a great category. I ultimately now, like, I'm fine with Mirren winning, but she probably was not my choice to win.
Who were the other 4?
Winslet, Streep, Dench, and Cruz.
Right. Okay.
It's
Meryl
it's a
Streep was the-
really like an all-timer lineup. It's really, really good.
Did we talk about when I missed supporting actress how sixth place was probably Emily Blunt?
Oh, that's who it was.
Oh,
Didn't know
Emily.
bring her up.
Emily Blunt continually sixth place.
I mean, it's
It's always in sixth place, and this is where it started. But I think she was. I think the 5 that got in were the widely predicted 5, but I
She still has the most iconic SAG win of all time. So, whatever.
She'll
She got
finally-
the Globes.
Yeah, she was nominated for the Globe, and then she actually
Were the
won that
Globes
year
the
for
same?
something else, right?
No, didn't Blunt win the year that Regina King was snubbed at the SAG, and she won
SAG.
over everybody else?
Right. She did a
Power move.
right.
for
At the-
Quiet Place, which she's
For a Quiet Place,
supporting
in which
but
she is, in which she's lead.
Yeah. That is such a crazy win. Good lord.
it's so crazy. Like Amy
Yeah.
Adams is right there, but no.
Yeah, but okay, that's a bullet dodged, period.
No, I mean, and I didn't
But
like
yes.
Amy Adams' advice, and I do want her to get an Oscar, but not
Not that way.
not that way.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a crazy win. But yeah, I think Blunt was 6th, and I think that if there had been 10, I guess we'll talk about this in Best Picture, or more than 5. I think Devil Wears Prada was a possibility. Maybe lower tier, but possible.
I still think Streep should have been in supporting.
Yeah.
I get why she was lead, and I think we talked about this earlier about impact and everything. I get that.
She was the Idi Amin of that movie.
Yeah. But it was really a supporting role. Yeah.
With Streep in supporting, though, there could have been a path
Mm-hmm.
for her. I mean, Hudson was very strong, though.
Hudson would have won.
Yeah.
No, yeah,
I-
Hudson still
yeah.
would have won.
Yeah.
But it would have been interesting to open up the door in Best Actress.
And this was an all-timer lineup, but who do we think was 6th?
I think it was probably Maggie Gyllenhaal for Sherry Baby because she got in at the Globes.
I was
But-
gonna say either that or Kristen Dunst, but I don't know.
Kristen
Marie
Dunst.
Antoinette.
Kristen Dunst for what?
Marie Antoinette,
Oh,
one of the
Which I
best
just
films of that
watched.
year.
It was so good.
It's amazing.
right.
I loved it. Yeah.
It's a great performance too.
But I
Kirsten
don't think it
Dunst, like
was
always
written
mixes
much.
though. She never makes it happen.
No.
I mean, it was the same 5 at SAG and BAFTA.
Yeah, and in my awards, like I nominated most of this category. The only difference I had was my winner was Amber Tamblyn for Stephanie Daly, a Sundance movie. I got to go to Sundance this year in 2006, so definitely watched a lot of movies. But she was placed in supporting at the Spirit Awards. But this is a very
Oh, it was the same 5 at Critics' Choice too. So it was
Yeah.
critics. It was all of the. It was the same 5 the whole time.
exactly. So that's why I think whoever was 6 was very distant.
Yeah, I
It's going to remain
agree.
6.
This was an unshaken 5.
Yeah.
I'll be the voice of dissent. I would have voted for Dench easily, and I hated the Queen. I don't like Helen Mirren as an actress. I love her as a personality. Just, no. And yeah, I feel like this is probably Dench's best work.
I couldn't possibly agree anymore, and Mirren would probably be 4th or 5th for me here.
I wouldn't have put her in at all. Yeah. So yeah.
I think
I
Helen.
can't believe
Crazy
how
talk.
good Dench is here.
I think Helen. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
amazing.
Helen was my winner that year. I think she was great. But I think over time I might lean Dench too, because that was just, it's such a against type performance for Dench. And she does such a great job.
I like to imagine that the Oscar that's at her house says Notes on Scandal on it, not Shakespeare.
It's like scrape it out.
But Penelope Cruz was also really good that year, and I'm really happy that she won. I think it was Cannes with her co-stars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's that. It's funny because like Mirren winning like makes sense, but also someone like Cruz winning would have made sense. Someone like Streep winning would have made sense. So it's like it's just crazy that Mirren, it was impossible to get anything.
It started so early with her though that she was like the projected winner in like February. Because she had won Venice in like September. And that kind of like, I think it also came with the fact that it was that particular role.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an iconic role.
Yeah.
Royalty often
it just
wins.
sort of like, it was just like this coalescence of like all these different sort of like factors. And already I think at the beginning of the year, everybody was like, she is winning for this.
And she's the only one in her category playing a real person.
I was going to say that too. That always helps.
And Whitaker was
And the movie was so strong in terms of recognition that.
And is that was the only Best Picture nominee, right?
Well, and also this is one of the very few times where none of the Best Actor nominees had a film represented in Best Picture.
Right.
Crazy.
And I would argue actually that this is also a rare occurrence of the performance by the lead actress being so strong that it actually propels the film into Best Picture.
Yep.
Where was
but not her co-star.
Say that again.
Oh, I was going to ask, what number nomination for Streep was this?
Oh God.
11,
12.
Because this is like around her record-breaking number right here, right?
Hepburn has 12, so this would have been 13 if that was the record breaker.
And Nicholson was already at 12 because he hadn't gotten any more.
Because the reason I brought that up is back to what I was going to talk about earlier, Francesco, was like this, to me, The Devil Wears Prada is like a pivot point in Meryl Streep's career. And maybe it's all in my head, but it seems like the point where, like, for one, it was like the point where like getting her third Oscar really revved up. And also I think it's kind of like the time she stopped getting notes from directors. Like it's a great performance and I'm glad she's nominated. And she does a great job in it, but I feel like everything after this is like her doing like Julie and Julia, her doing The Iron Lady, like these like.
To me, it's post adaptation that this happened.
Okay.
And I would put Devil Wears Prada in sort of like the pool of films where it's like going in, I know exactly how she's gonna play it because she has just become sort of like I don't know, a vessel for all of her mannerisms in a way that I already know what the performance is gonna look like. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm being an unpopular opinion, but I feel like this is kind of where Streep went from being like an actress to a brand, I guess, for me, if that makes sense.
I would say to piggyback on what Cesco was saying about about adaptation, specifically that Globe speech for adaptation, where it was just like, we hadn't heard her talk in a long time. And it was such a good speech. And then her Emmy speech for Angels in America. And it was just.
She's amazing in that. That's the best work of her career.
Yeah. This trajectory where it was like, let's give her an Oscar for playing Margaret Thatcher. We'll get to that once we get to that.
I don't mean to like shit on her because I love Meryl Streep, but I think this to me was like a very interesting pivot point in her career and what type of role she started taking.
I also maintain that Glenn Close should have played Miranda and that Miranda Priestley is based on Cruella. So that would have made sense. They have literally the same entrance that's filmed the same exact way. So.
Yeah. I did love the tea from Drag Race this Friday that Anne had the ninth choice for Andy in this.
I want to know who the first one was.
Rachel McAdams.
She was number one?
They kept trying to get her. And she
Lindsay Lohan was above her.
Like multiple offers. She said she didn't want to do mainstream movies.
I thought for some reason was Reese Witherspoon in the running for that because I had read the book, and when they said they were going to make a movie, I don't know why I pictured her in that role. Maybe
Too old for her at that point.
Yeah, she was already probably at that point in time where they were like, too old. She is 28. Nope.
I know, but she. Okay. 28. Speaking of Best Actress, I'm going to just go a little bit. I finally saw Katharine Hepburn's first Oscar-winning performance this morning.
Wow.
No
Morning.
comment. No comment.
Morning Glory.
She really deserved only one of her Oscars for Lion in Winter. That's all I'm going to say.
This episode has turned into like hot tea on all the grand dames of America. I don't know if I'm here for it or not.
Hot tea and hot takes.
People were silent when I was talking about Streep. I could tell I was treading dangerous waters.
Well, not at all.
We all
open that
agree on
door.
Streep. Come
Listen, I
on.
just pissed on Katharine Hepburn's grave, so you're fine.
Not at all. I love Streep in Devil Wears Prada, but I mean Cesco and I talk about this offline all the time. Like
Probably, yeah.
she doesn't do good films. Like there's no correlation between when she gets in for a Best Picture and what, like she never gets in for a Best Picture nominee, basically. Like it was between Out of Africa and The Post. She didn't get any nominations that corresponded with Best Picture wins. And to me, for someone of her caliber, who's the first on the list for everything, that indicates that she isn't really seeking challenging direction.
She is lazy and she doesn't like to challenge herself, which to me undermines her status. I'm sorry to say.
I think it's changing a little bit now. Like I think post Third Win, it's changing a little bit. Like she did The Laundromat with Steven Soderbergh.
Yeah, but
Let Them All Talk. I mean, they're not great movies, but like to me, like she's working with like known directors. Or before, it's like she's working with what was it, Lydia Lloyd, who directed The Iron Lady. Like,
oh my God.
Like she's to me, it's changed a little bit, but yeah, I agree with that. She doesn't take on challenging roles, and she doesn't take on, because she's the marquee, right? So she's the brand.
Yeah. She could pick up the phone and literally get any role she wants, or work with
so she
anybody.
Everything just kind of gets built around her in a lot of cases.
Well, and that's the same thing as Erik was talking about earlier about how DiCaprio didn't get notes for Blood Diamond. Like, which of these directors that Streep has worked with is going to, tell her, this acting choice, I don't know, honey. Like,
can you work on that accent? Maybe use Nicole Kidman's dialect.
Nobody.
Yeah. But she's also, I think her pivot point is that she can do whatever she wants. Mm-hmm. So she doesn't have to do anything. She doesn't have to hit any type of bar because she is the bar.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's reaching for her. So everybody else gets to do the extreme work and the physically demanding stuff and the emotionally demanding stuff. She just needs to do wigs and accents, and she's totally fine. She's like in like her summer stock theater mode.
What's the stat? There was something I was seeing on Twitter, but I don't remember that. Presuming she doesn't get in this year for either of her two movies, this is the most movies that she's done in a row without getting a nomination.
Yeah.
Or it ties with another gap of time of like 5 years or something.
Between like
6 years, I think, is
Postcards and Bridges.
Yes.
Yep.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I blame James Corden.
I mean, I'm all for shitting on James Corden, especially in The Prom, but even I did not see Streep losing out on a spot at the Globes to Kate Hudson for music. So I can't completely blame Corden.
I don't think anybody did.
No one did except for 90 people, but yeah.
Yeah.
Has anybody seen that? Just out of curiosity, has anybody?
Oh yeah, I did a live tweet of it, and it was a fucking journey.
I am not gonna watch it.
I'm not either. I mean,
I don't think I can.
Yeah, I'm not.
I would have watched it just for the entertainment component had she not worked with Autism Speaks, but that's to me, that's the point of no return is I am not gonna.
I think I can find some more things that can entertain me then.
And everything about it speaks to Autism Speaks in like the worst. It's such a dangerous movie. It's awful.
Yeah. It's important that we say it, that it's really sort of like, a movie that people should not watch. Yeah.
I have a feeling they're probably not. It went straight to pay-per-view, right? Did it get a theatrical release? Like played in half a theater?
Like
Probably not.
everything's straight to pay-per-view right now.
Yeah, basically just like
Yeah.
everything else.
So I was like, that was truly, and I had been following the controversy this whole time, but that was truly not even on my radar of things that like could possibly happen.
I didn't know it was out.
I didn't know it had officially come out.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I knew that Maddie Ziegler was in it because there's a whole other, side controversy involving her. But I didn't even know Kate Hudson, Leslie Odom. I didn't know these people were also in this movie.
Leslie Odom Jr. with his Jamaican accent and playing full on like magical Negro is really horrible.
His Norbit?
It's very Norbit for him if anybody sees it.
Oh my God.
This could be.
It's bad.
This is the year to bring up Norbit. Like, did that have a say in Murphy's loss? But
I don't think it's going to get enough attention against him,
Right.
because it really hasn't. He's barely really been mentioned. But it's really really bad.
Yeah, he's very much. I'm not really in that. Let's not look that way. Yeah.
Hamilton.
I'm on Hamilton.
Yeah, he's got that to balance it off.
I'm Sam Cooke.
Mm-hmm.
The only other contender I wanted to bring up for lead actress back to this year
Sorry.
is Gretchen Mol for the Notorious Betty Page, which was like after all this decade of Gretchen Mol's the next big thing. Like at least she finally had something to.
Yeah. But the real missing that never would have gotten in is Laura Dern in Inland Empire.
Is this the year of the cow campaign?
Yeah. Yes, it is.
David Lynch with a cow.
I love that movie. I love her. It's so talk about unhinged. Oh my God.
Speaking of people with undeserved career Oscar wins.
How dare you?
Yeah, that's Rachel.
Oh, I finally get to tell the truth after all this smack talk about Streep and Mirren.
Going after Laura.
I hated Marriage Story though, so
No,
there wasn't any part of it that I liked.
I'm with you, Rachel.
Yeah.
Well, and then just
I liked it. Sorry.
I like it a lot.
I liked
You're
it.
allowed to like it.
I liked it.
I mean, I liked the movie. I thought the movie was fine. I did not see her as a. I mean, we could have a whole podcast on this. I did not understand. I mean, I understand why she won because she's Laura Dern and she's part of the Academy and she's a nepotism hire.
Oh my God.
Wait, have you guys been seeing all these tweets?
Sorry.
People who, like, this weekend figured out that Elizabeth Olsen is the sister of Mary-Kate and Ashley.
I just
I'm like, are you blind? Like,
I
are you
just had-
headless?
it's driving me crazy.
It's not like they have the same last name.
I just had to tweet that again. It's
Yeah.
you know what? You can have that realization, but you don't have to tell everybody about it and just show your ass that way.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
And I have to always say this. I do love Laura Dern. Like I think she's amazing. I'm so happy she won the Emmy.
Too late now.
For Big Little Lies, but Marriage Story, she does nothing. She does absolutely nothing.
It's a nothing role.
Renata Klein 2.0.
Um,
No, it's Rufus. I am
It's
searching
not.
Rufus right now.
It's not. Oh my God. She has that great monologue. Oh my God.
We should probably move on to director
well,
before we run out of
mentioned
divas to destroy.
Captain O'Hara and supporting actress, but she got in at the Spirits and Lead, so that's another one of those. There's a lot of category fraud this year, or category confusion going on.
There's always some level of that.
Yeah,
I think
feel like
every
there was
year.
a lot this year.
Yeah.
So yes, director Martin Scorsese finally won his Oscar. The Academy was like, "We're not fucking this up. We're getting his 3 friends to present it to him."
Right.
He could have lost and they would have been like, no, let's just change the envelope.
Oh, they would have just read his name anyway and just like tore it up and
Yeah.
I'm glad that he has one. I think the direction of The Departed is not his best work. but it's one of those instances where it's like, sure, in the grand scheme of things, he should be an Oscar-winning director. So
here's my thing is Martin Scorsese, and I realized it when I was thinking about this year. I was like, oh, he's Faith Hill. So follow me here. So Faith Hill like had a lot of success in country, and then she went pop, and then she came back around this time, like 2005, with a country album called Mississippi Girl, where it was like, I'm actually country again. And to me, this felt like Martin Scorsese like returning to the gangster world, where it was like he went off and he did Kundun and what else? The Aviator in between, Bringing Out the Dead. So he did like some more like off topic movies for him, and then this was like his return to like just gangster tale. So it was his Mississippi Girl. This is
the gayest explanation for anything I've ever heard.
So it's good. I mean, it's good. It's a good
movie. Make it gay.
It's a good movie, but it's not among his best.
No, and I think a lot of people, but I think also that the thing is, if he would have continued to do Goodfellas Part 1, 2, 3, 4 in different things, people would say that's all he can do. So I think he was also at that point where he was just kind of doing whatever he wanted to too. But I agree. I think that this film, I mean, he should have won for other films.
Yeah.
But as far as like direction, I think when you see a film like that, I mean, I thought the direction was tight. I mean, I thought he, it was definitely edge of your seat. It kept moving. I thought he did a great job. Yes, not his best film, but I have no problem with that film winning.
Was it the direction or was it the editing?
Probably a bit of both, but I mean, he set. Yeah, I mean,
well,
I'm going with that.
That's for any of his films, though,
right?
Because of Thelma.
Yeah.
A queen, thank you.
Yes.
They do have a strong working relationship. So
yeah.
There's that. Yeah.
But I would say this win for him, it's not an embarrassing win compared to some other directors who finally win for not their best work. This is, for you to say Scorsese only has one Oscar, and then like you're like, is it Goodfellas? Is it Raging Bull? And you're like, no, it's The Departed. You're like, oh, okay. Like, if you would have said, no, it's for The Aviator, it's like,
right.
Well, and I also think just from a nauseating thing is when you think about like Kevin Costner and Mel Gibson have Best Director Oscars and Scorsese didn't at that time.
Ron Howard.
Right. I'll even give at least Ron Howard like directed films and come on. Anyway, I'm glad he won.
I mean, let's look at actresses that have won and actresses that don't.
Oh, I think everybody that's wanted a Best Actress Oscar has deserved it. Just kidding.
The one I would have voted for would have been Paul Greengrass for United 93. So
it's not even close.
Yeah, same.
He would have been
that was my number one movie of the year.
He would have been my second.
It's not even close for me.
And then I would have nominated the other two Amigos instead of the one they nominated this year. So
Alfonso Cuarón was my The Children of Men was
so good.
The best directing job I think of the year.
Yep.
And I went in knowing, I know everyone was like surprised that Lives of Others beat Pan's Labyrinth for foreign film, but if you look at the Academy's taste, like, so Pan's Labyrinth obviously got all these other technical nominations and the screenplay nomination. The Lives of Others is very much like the type of film that the Academy likes, and it's well made. Like,
it's a good movie.
Yeah, but this is the era. This is like Amelie Part 2. This is the era.
That's really the blueprint for
this
it.
Is the era where only the branch can vote on the winners, and that's why. That's why it happened. If it had been the full Academy, Pan's Labyrinth would win easily.
And Emily would have won. Yeah.
Yeah. Easily.
Yeah.
But
they actually watch the movies. Yeah.
That's why I'm glad.
Not to say that they're not great movies.
I did not want Amelie to win.
It's a subject matter, I think. Like if you watch No Man's Land and then you watch Emily back to back, it's like one is a very charming movie and one is a wallop of like, real kind of like historical stuff. So yeah.
So the difference between Best Picture and Best Director this year was 4 out of 5, where the duo from Little Miss Sunshine did not get in, and so Greengrass got that nomination. But that 5 DGA nominees were the Best Picture nominees.
That's how much they hate women.
Mhm.
They wouldn't nominate one that was co-directing.
Yeah, if they'd been brothers that had directed it, they would have probably nominated them, to be honest.
That's next.
Well, I mean, look what happened with City of God, where the female co-director didn't get in either. It's language is extremely important with credits and stuff.
Oh, absolutely.
PGA, DGA, and the Academy.
How do we feel about The Departed as the Best Picture winner?
Not great, but okay.
It's fine. It's like it's a B plus.
In this lineup of 5, I'm fine with it.
Yeah, me too.
Because
I guess in the category over the decades, it's like bottom half probably.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's certainly better than the year before, but
for Best Picture, but am I the only one here who likes Little Miss Sunshine?
I
really like it. Yeah.
I probably would have picked that out of this group.
Oh yeah, of the 5, it would be my number one of those.
Yeah, I really like it.
Yep.
It was just something different, and it was nice to have something kind of lighter be.
And I mean, we said it probably came in second, so.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Of the Best Picture nominees, Babel had the most, but it was also like, I mean, it won the Globe, but we all know that was bullshit. And so the only thing that I was nervous about it winning was the fact that it tied Departed at the Editors Guild. But then during the Oscars, I mean, it won score, which is a bullshit win.
I'm still so angry at that win.
How did it beat Pan's Labyrinth?
How could it beat Philip Glass? Ugh.
I'm just looking at the list now, and yeah, my God.
I mean, that's one of those like all-timer lists. Glass, Newman, Desplat. Yeah.
What was Glass up for?
Yeah.
Notes on a Scandal.
Oh my God.
It is a fucking gorgeous score.
It is.
It's operatic. It's so fucking camp. It's just
And the guy, that was his second win, right? Because he won for Brokeback
the year before.
Right. Okay.
No,
Which was an original score. This is not an original score. It shouldn't have even qualified. Because other scores have been canceled since or not eligible since then for using too much pre-existing score and music, and most of this is. It doesn't make any sense that it even got in.
I don't even remember the music in that film.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
As Rachel mentioned, let's say this would have been either expanded or up to 10 nominees for Best Picture. Would United 93 make the top 10?
Yes.
Maybe.
With the director nom?
Yeah,
absolutely.
And
with the director nom.
Director and editing, right?
Directing and editing. It would in a straight 10.
Yes.
Yeah.
It would. I think so, but it would still be pretty low.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Foxcatcher didn't even make it in.
That was like what I was going to point to. I think it would have been.
It had more.
8th or 9th, maybe not 6th or 7th. Dreamgirls was probably 6th.
Yeah.
Dreamgirls was 100% 6th. There's how you could even question that.
Yeah.
Blood Diamond probably would have gotten in.
Yep.
I
was just thinking, Blood Diamond would have made it in. Yeah.
What about Notes on a Scandal?
Blood
probably.
Diamond.
I think so. If you were talking with a non-preferential ballot straight 10, you could have gotten like even Pan's Labyrinth in.
Yeah. See, I keep going with the acting nomination, so that as opposed to where United 93, yes, I got the directing, but I always think the acting branch is so much more bigger and more influential. That's why I would think Notes on a Scandal, films that received acting nominations would have probably been up for film.
And I wonder if in a straight 10 year, especially knowing that there was more spots, if the studio, because of how it was, if the studio would have pushed An Inconvenient Truth more for Best Picture. because that won not only documentary but song. It was a big movie that year.
Mm-hmm.
It might not have gotten in, but I think the campaign would have been different.
Yeah, they would have.
Was it a big animated film that year?
Happy Feet and Cars. I think.
Cars.
So
and
nothing.
Happy Feet. Yeah, another.
Monster House.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing. Yeah, I feel
George
like
Miller, has
George
a
Miller got his Oscar this year.
Dancing Penguins.
Yeah. Do
I
we
still think
we then
might have been top 10.
would we agree then, even in a solid 10, that Last King of Scotland probably still wouldn't have gotten in either?
I don't think so.
Because that was it. It was only just that one. Forrest
That's
Whitaker
all it
was-
got.
That was
That
it, right?
nominated.
Okay.
Such
Yeah.
a weird trajectory for best actor.
Yeah, it doesn't make any
Well,
sense.
typically Best Actress, where you only get that one nomination /
Yeah.
win. What was it an adapted screenplay?
What's that?
Because I think it got in at BAFTA maybe, but that screenplay should have gone somewhere, like, because that typically happens too. And
Yeah.
I think
Didn't James McAvoy get in BAFTA?
maybe, but I mean he's also lead, so
Yeah.
But also, for
Yeah.
him, so strong, he doesn't even pull in a co-star, a writer, or nothing.
Well,
Yeah,
that would have hinged
McAvoy
on
got in
changing his
supporting.
career, his category placement. Because can you put McAvoy in supporting? I don't think so.
well, I also think the optics of it of having McAvoy in lead and Whitaker in supporting, even then at that time would have been not so great. So
It was a reverse Training Day,
yeah.
Yeah.
even though the situation was identical
Mhm.
as to who the POV was. But I just looked at the BAFTA nominations and it did get Best Film.
Mm.
So maybe it was a
Best
little
film
closer.
or best British film?
Best Film.
Oh wow.
So
But
maybe it was
they liked it
close.
more. So
Yeah, maybe it was closer than I
You think?
thought.
The
Yeah.
other one that was more hopeful for me, but I wonder if Children of Men could have snagged if it was a full 10,
yes.
just because it got an editing and screenplay nomination.
And it also did well at BAFTA, I think. And that was a movie that came out late.
Yeah, they really botched from
Yeah.
what I remember, the rollout of that.
Mhm.
Yeah, when it won cinematography as it should have. at
Mhm.
BAFTA.
What about Little Children with its? I mean, because it got actor, supporting actor, actress, and screenplay, and Todd Field was the director, right? So
Yeah.
Follow up to In the Bedroom.
right.
Yeah.
So I'm
I
thinking
think
that
it's
that
probably
would have.
pretty close.
I would think that would have been maybe in the top 10.
This would have been a really interesting year to have seen what a 10 would look like, because there's a lot of different alternate paths you can go. And none of them lead to some of the films that I really like that year, like Short Bus.
I love
Oh
short.
yeah, Short Bus.
Oh, sure pass.
I think one of the interesting components from this year, let me double check my math. If it was, I think it was an extremely low box office grossing year for the nominees. Departed was the number one. So something.
No,
like
don't look at that. It's one of the questions.
Oh,
Which is why I think Devil Wears Prada had a shot.
Yeah, that's what I was just gonna say.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it would be in because it was such a blockbuster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would
Not a very big blockbuster year.
I wonder if Borat would have made top 10 because it got in for screenplay.
Probably close. Yeah,
Top 15.
maybe.
Again, this would have been interesting to see what this top 10 would have looked like.
They need
like
to
the
release
new one
the vote counts. Yeah.
Well, I mean, looking at the top 10 grossing films that year, nothing would have made it in. So, unlike
Yeah.
the
This
last
was
couple.
the Pirates year, I think, with visual
Yeah.
effect winner.
Yep.
Any other films from this year? I mentioned Short Bus, but the other movie that I really liked was Quinceañera, again, another Sundance movie that I watched. But any other movies from this year?
Southland Tales, which I had up earlier, is one of my favorites from that year.
And The Lives of Others, I've mentioned a few times.
Well, that's of others. Yeah.
The Fall from
Oh,
Tarsam.
Oh, I remember. Yeah, I never saw that actually.
With
Which
Lee
one?
Pace.
Ooh.
Mhm.
So we were talking.
Other pictures. Every time I look at that picture of Catherine O'Hara, I'm just like, that movie should have been so much better. I'm so mad.
It breaks my
He got
heart.
so many
Yeah.
things wrong that were like that even we knew.
Yeah.
Well, I remember us talking about this at the time and how excited we were to have this because it was like, oh my God, we're gonna feel seen. And then it came out and so many things were just massively inaccurate. And it's like,
Ah,
Like they had no concept of what awards were before they
yeah,
put the
or
movie.
timelines. And I mean, same with like the In and Out movie. And I'm like, come on, Paul Rudnick, you're a fucking homosexual. You know when these awards are.
Oh my God, I still would have voted for Jump Cusack though that year.
Me too.
Oh, that was a good. Oh, was that released in The Hoax?
97?
Did it? I was
Yeah, the
thinking
host.
The Hoax, the one with Richard Gere.
Oh, I was thinking the host.
Oh, no. I'm just kind of looking at films that came out that I liked.
I like the Miami Vice movie. I love the Miami Vice movie. I thought it was great.
That was this year?
Yeah, I think, right? Yeah.
And Robert De Niro's directorial debut, The Good Shepherd.
I like The Good Shepherd.
And then the other Capote, Infamous.
Yeah, the better one.
This is the one where it finally came out.
And Bobby.
Was that this year?
Yeah. With
Wait,
And
yeah.
SAG ensemble.
I thought we were going to escape without having to talk about Bobby.
That wasn't. Was it?
and then I think this
Yes.
was Robert Altman's final film, A Prairie Home Companion.
Yeah.
Oh.
Lindsay Lohan
Oh yeah, that was a good movie.
And
Lindsay
the-
and
Lohan.
Meryl Streep.
Oh my God, the remake of the Poseidon Adventure, Poseidon. Ooh, one of
Got
the
a
worst.
visual effects nomination. I just rewatched that a couple of nights, not nights, like a couple weeks ago.
God,
11
Blas-
o'clock at night. It's very bad.
Blasphemy.
My
I wish-
favorite in Prairie Home Companion was actually Virginia Madsen as the Angel of Death.
Yeah,
That's a movie.
it's
it's a movie.
This was Running with Scissors here too, Annette Bening.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
One of
This had
those
Oscar
very
buzz.
Oscar bait.
oh yeah.
Should have been, never was.
No.
One of those perpetually like let's keep dangling something in front of Annette Bening.
Yeah. Yeah.
Poor thing.
All right, so that year was somewhat forgettable, 2006,
Not my favorite year.
except for a handful of
I
good.
still think there's like
handful of
some
films.
good movies this
No,
year.
no, yeah.
Oh, we did not mention the Black Dahlia, which is got in for cinematography this year, which was a surprise.
And both
Fiona-
didn't both-
Fiona Shaw.
Fiona- See? Yes.
Talk about
Fiona
camp.
fucking Shaw. Where was that nomination?
Gobbled it up.
Oh my God.
And
At the Razzies?
He ate
Talk
her.
about unhinged.
Shoot it.
Oh,
Crazy.
I'm looking at my list of if I missed anything else that I did
we
not
talked
know.
about the magician films, right? Prestige and
I mean, just
Yeah.
barely, like a little bit.
Volcano and Dante's Peak, but magic.
I think
Yeah.
that's such a
Armageddon
great
Deep Impact. Yeah.
movie.
Casino Royale. That was the first Daniel Craig Bond.
This was also
Oh wow.
Brick, Ryan Johnson's Brick.
Yeah.
Oh, great movie.
A
I
good
love
great movie.
Craig.
Love Brick.
And then there's a small film from Mexico called Duck Season. It's a comedy. It's black and white. It's short. It's funny. I recommend that if anyone can find it anywhere. It's not streaming anywhere. So
Okay.
I mentioned Marie Antoinette.
Love Marie
Yeah.
Antoinette so
Love
much.
Marie Antoinette.
Ugh.
Oh, this was the year of the Fountain. Aronofsky's Jackman and Rachel Weisz. But the music in that was great.
Tree come. Tree come. Hard pass.
Yeah, terrible.
Nope.
All right, I think
All right,
that's
so
the movies that we
06,
want
huh?
to talk about. So Cesco's in charge of trivia, so you let us know what you want
Yeah.
us to do.
You know,
yeah.
obviously,
Let me
it's
turn the
a-
lights on First of all, because I'm like slowly descending into the
Oh, it's getting
Going
dark.
into darkness.
before.
That happened when I was interviewing Lucas Hedges. I was using the natural light that I'm using now, and then a storm came in, and all of a sudden everything just went like black. I'm like, fuck.
Like, I swear I'm professional.
Oh God, it was so terrible.
All right. I have 7 questions, and I think most of them have multiple like chances for points.
Good.
But I do need someone to keep track of the points because
I'll keep track of the points.
Okay, perfect.
Good. I'm useless.
I did no studying and no watching of the
Yeah,
time.
I
Let me just pull them up and put them side. Okay, perfect. Okay. What's the order? Do I just go with what I have on my
Yeah.
go with what you have.
Okay, so Alfie, John, Erik, Rob, and Rachel. Okay. All right.
Have to go last.
Yes. So question number 1, none of the 5 actors nominated for Best Actor this year were starring in Best Picture nominees. That had only happened once before. After that point, name the year, the winner, and the movie that they won for.
Jesus Christ.
Before or after?
Before. I think it's only happened twice, actually. So this is before this year.
Oh my God.
Mm.
Wow, so it actually hasn't happened since. That's interesting.
I'm trying to think of winners because who won for a non-best picture? Pass.
Think about like prehistoric times.
Oh, fuck.
Wow.
Pass.
Yeah, 'cause I was gonna say the
I'm
closest.
not ready.
The closest would have been when Sean Penn won, because everybody else wasn't. But oh God,
No, I said prehistoric.
I know
Like,
that as soon as you said that,
literally.
then it just threw it out the window for me. I don't know.
So I passed, and now it's John.
Oh God.
God.
Let me look.
Is that
Yes.
your? Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
John.
Okay, now we can think about it, Alfie.
I mean, the one that came to mind, but you said prehistoric. I was going to say Al Pacino for Scent of a Woman that year, but I know it's not right.
That was also
So-
a Best Picture nominee.
Was it really?
And
Yeah.
director.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, also director.
Oh, I thought it
Yeah.
wasn't.
Yeah.
Then I passed. Then I guess that's my guess, and that's wrong. So I'll pass.
Erica.
Oh, it's me.
Yes.
Oh, I don't know. I thought I was next, so I don't know. But it was John that was next. I don't know. I can't think of. I pass.
Okay. Rob.
The one that kind of popped in my head was, and I only know one other nominee. So I know that this actor won Best Actor. It wasn't nominated for film. But then I know the other actor that was nominated. I don't think that was nominated for film. But was it Lee Marvin for Kapaloo? Okay.
No.
All right.
Before that.
Oh shit. Okay.
Oh, boy.
Rachel.
Wouldn't it be amazing if I was just like, hey guys, I know this one.
Let's start with the year. Just start like giving me years, and then we can like trace our way back to the winner.
Yeah, maybe we need like a decade or something. Maybe a hint.
I think,
If I give you the decade, I think it levels it down too easy.
I figured it
Okay.
out. But,
but I think Alfie knows it now, so I'll pass to him.
Oh.
I think he knows it.
yeah, but I don't think it should count because we already did one whole, right?
No,
So,
I think we
I
should do
have-
it until we get it or something.
Yeah.
I think it's the very first one.
you're correct.
Mm.
So it's 1927.
27, 28. Yeah.
And
Combined.
what is his name?
Well, that I know. I
Emil-
just did a 2.5-hour podcast with Kevin Jacobson on this.
Well, that's 1 point for Alfie.
Emil Jannings was the actor.
Emil Jannings, yeah. Title of the movie.
God, what's the name of the movie?
Actually, title of the movie.
Two.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. That part I don't know.
So I can give you like a little clue is that one of them is a lost movie that does not exist anymore.
All of a sudden, what came in my head was The Last Command. Is that right?
Yes.
Oh God.
But that's not the one that I was referring to. What's the other one?
So I don't know the other one.
So that's 2 points for you, John.
I have no idea. Talkie time.
Please leave. Erik.
The Way of All Flesh.
Yes, The Way of a Flash.
I feel so stupid now.
Ooh.
Wow, so it's really like essentially only happened once in the modern era.
So
Yeah, that tells you all you need to know about this category, I think.
So everyone else in that category was nominated for a movie that was not nominated for Best Picture.
Yeah, but there were only 3 nominees.
The first year was already insane anyway. The crossover of like picture, director, and everything was bananas. It made no sense.
Okay.
So I guess that makes sense that it only happened once. Yeah. Okay, so I think that's 2 points for Alfie and 1 point for Erik.
Got it.
Okay, so question number 2, and we're gonna start with John, but I think like we can pass it around of like as needed. Venus was Peter O'Toole's last unsuccessful bid to win a competitive acting Oscar. Name the other 7 movies that he was nominated for, the year and the corresponding category.
Oh shit.
We can do like points for titles and additional points for the year and the category. I don't care. These are like, I'm realizing that these are hard.
You think?
A little bit. That's good though.
We mentioned the title for one of them actually came up during the podcast.
Yes, it did.
What else was he in? Peter O'Toole. He was in some. Was he in like well, like Oh Richard III or like what a Shakespeare thing?
Sort of.
Sort of.
I think I know them all.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, Mom?
Oh, Lawrence of Arabia.
Okay.
That's the only one.
So that's 1 point.
That's the one I can get. I think.
Do you remember the year and the category?
It would have been Best Actor.
So that's 2 points.
It would have been 1961.
Nah. Close.
Oh.
Almost. Erik?
62.
No.
For Lawrence of Arabia.
Yes.
Close, but no.
No, it's 62 because that's the year I was born.
It's 62.
It's listed as 63 on IMDb.
Oh,
That's the year that it was not. That's the Oscar year.
Oh, are we doing the year of the movie or the year of the
film year?
Oh,
we're doing film year.
Okay, so let me just change all of them.
Lion in Winter, like
Yes.
we mentioned, 68.
Yes.
My favorite year, 82.
Yes.
82.
Yes.
I'm trying to go in order, but I just jumped. Fuck. The Stuntman. Oh my God. 80.
Yeah.
When was Goodbye, Mr. Chips?
Yeah.
Don't forget to name the category to get extra points.
Sorry. Where was I at? Favorite year.
Yeah.
That's lead.
Yeah.
Lawrence of Arabia was lead. Lion in Winter, lead.
Yeah.
Racking up all these points.
They're all lead except for... No, they're all lead. They're all lead.
Okay.
Where was I at? Stuntman. 80?
Yes.
I can't remember Good Mr. Chips. 67? No.
No,
Fuck. I
but
mean, I know
adjacent.
adjacent. Do I have to get both year and title and?
No, so title is a point, year is a point, category is a point.
Okay. I mean, I can.
Pass.
No.
I think like as I'm looking at them, we only are missing
Beckett.
Okay, yeah.
I'm gonna forget years though. Beckett.
So Beckett is right.
Goodbye, Mr. Chips, The Stuntman, My Favorite Year, Lawrence of Arabia, Lion in Winter.
Yeah.
What am I missing?
We're missing one.
What am I missing?
We're probably missing like his best one. For me, at least.
The Ruling Class.
Yes.
I can't remember. My years are all jumbled though. Because
Well,
there was a
they're all
lot
very
in
close.
there were a lot of really close together.
Yeah.
The 60s.
Well, they're like over 2 decades, like exactly over 2 decades. Like a 20-year span. From the first one to the last one before this one.
I don't remember. Oh, wait. That was the True Grit? No. No. That was Brando. So 72.
For the Ruling Class.
For the Ruling Class.
72. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna stop. My brain hurts.
I think you got them all.
Yeah, pretty much. We cover them all. And the Lawrence of Arabia, like that's John's point. Because
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not going to ask
Okay.
who beat him? Who was the winner in all 8?
I don't have that information.
I remember some of them, the John Wayne and Brando, because they were
Gregory Peck,
Rex Harrison,
Cliff Robertson.
You're not getting points for this.
I know, we're just messing around. Okay, go next. Sorry.
Okay, who's next? Rob. Okay.
Oh shit.
This year featured 3 performers nominated for primarily non-English speaking roles. This has only happened one other time in the history of the Oscars. Name the year, the 3 performers, their categories and film titles, and corresponding language spoken.
Oh God. Okay.
Jiminy Christmas.
Jeez Louise. I want to say it was the year 1976. So it was Best Actress Marie-Christine Barrault for Cousin Cousine.
Yes, correct.
I'm trying to think, where was that from? Was that and then Isabella Johnny for The Story of Adele H.
Different year.
Oh shit. So she was up for Oh, different year. Okay. Oh, I know Giancarlo Giannini for Seven Beauties.
That's 2.
And then who was the third one? Marie-Christine Barrault. Oh, Liv Ullmann for Face to Face. So she was Sweden.
Yes.
Giancarlo Giannini was that Italy, and then Marie-Christine Barrault was France.
Correct.
And they were all Best Actress and Best Actor.
Yeah, 2 Best Actress, 1 Best Actor.
Right.
I thought this would be a lot harder.
Wow.
That's spectacular.
Very good.
I barely got one Peter O'Toole movie.
All right, question number 4. This is for Rachel. Okay, so this was Talma's 3rd Oscar win for Best Editing, a record that she shares with 3 other people. Name them and the movies that they won for.
I have no idea.
But just to sort of like boil it down, there's 4 people that have won the editing Oscar 3 times, and she is one of them. The other 3 and the movies that they won for.
Oh wow.
Have any of them happened since this year? Or they're all
This all happened prior, yeah.
well, I have no idea. So in the spirit of time, I pass to, I think Alfie goes after me.
Okay,
They're all men.
correct.
Duh.
I mean, yes.
Take it further. They're all white men.
I'm trying to like picture best picture wins and editors that work with directors, and I'm because no, that would have been only twice. Maybe no. I'm gonna pass because I can't think of other editors.
I can think of one, I think.
I know I can only think.
So that goes to John.
Aaron Navarro.
From your lips to God's ears.
I pass.
Erik.
Maybe he's next, though. He could be the next 1 to 3.
Our next podcast is 2007, and that's Bug. So
Aha.
Special guest star. I can only think of one.
Okay.
Michael Kahn.
Yes.
So that was
That was
Raiders,
the one I was
Schindler's List, Saving Private Ryan.
Say again. Raiders is
Raiders,
correct.
Lost Ark, Schindler's List, and Saving Private Ryan.
4 points. Yes, he's one of them.
I can't think of.
So for the others, we're going like back in time.
I can think
Like
of
for one of them, really back in time.
see, and that's who I was thinking of, but I couldn't think of a third. And it was Raiders. Okay, damn it.
I'll pass. I can't think of.
Rob.
And this is 3 wins, right? 3 wins.
They
Everybody?
each have 3 wins. Yeah.
Each have 3.
We're missing 2 names. Yeah.
Okay, so Erik, that was the one that I knew.
That was an easy one though.
Yeah, I want the only film editor that I can think of that had multiple, I think, and I can only think of one film that he, what's his name, Walter Murch. Did he win 3? And I
He has
know
2.
Did he? He has 2. Okay, pass then.
Well, that comes back to me. So we need
Rachel, did you have time to go look it up?
I did look up all of Peter O'Toole's nominations while
Right.
other people were taking their time on those, but no, I didn't look this up. I'm trying to
Is-
be fair and honest.
Why?
Wait, are we allowed to cheat?
No, I'm kidding. But I mean, like, these are really hard. Like the last 2 are like the last 2 names are really hard.
These are. I just looked them up.
They
This is.
probably won't be people that I've heard. Yeah, because they're too deep back in history.
Whew.
You can. I think we've all gone around, so I think you can reveal the answers.
Okay,
Only
so
other editor I
the
know
first
is-
one is Ralph Dawson for Midsummer Night Dream in 35, Anthony Adverse in 36, and The Adventures of Robin Hood in 38.
Wow.
So that's really back in the day. And then Daniel Mandel for The Pride of the Yankees, The Best Years of Our Lives, and The Apartment. And like 2 of these are from the 40s, and then The Apartment is from 1960.
Wow, that's a good one.
The
was
Apartment's
awful.
a good
Well, it's a
movie.
tough one.
That's a tough one.
Okay, the next one, I think we can actually probably get it all right. Okay, so Jihad won her Oscar for her film debut. 8 other actresses have managed to do so in this same category. Name them and the movie that they
Oh,
won for.
in supporting actress.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh shit.
Wait,
Yeah.
say that
okay, I can do
So,
I
on
had all these,
top
like,
of-
actress
on top
lineup.
of Jennifer Hudson,
Julie Andrews, throw it
8
at.
other actresses
Marley
won
Matlin.
Best Supporting
that.
Actress
Supporting
for, the,
debut.
for their
Okay.
debut film.
for their
Okay.
Who
debut
are
film.
they and what movie they won for?
Oh,
Okay.
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 Whose turn?
It's Rachel, right? No, it's Alfie.
No, it's my turn.
It's your turn. Okay.
I mean, not that I probably know this, but is one of them Eva Marie Saint?
Yes. For what movie?
On the waterfront.
Yes. So that's 2
Nice
points.
job.
Great
Yay,
one.
I got one. Go me.
You're on the board.
Yes. One is Lupita Nyong'o for 12 Years
Yes.
a Slave.
2 more
I
points.
got 4 points.
So there's let me just cross them out.
I'm
There's
so angry. I had my Julie Andrews answer already, my Audrey Hepburn answer already, my Marley Matlin answer already.
Barbara Streisand.
I think one of them might have been mentioned earlier in this podcast today. Tatum O'Neal, Paper Moon.
correct. Some of these honestly are very surprising. Like you're gonna be like, this was her first movie, but yeah, it was. It's like well-known people, but they were not like
Anna Paquin for the piano.
correct.
You took mine.
So this is like total 8 points so far.
I got
Good
8
job,
points.
Rachel.
I think this is more total points than I've had from all the others combined. Picture one. Apparently, supporting actress winners is my niche.
The 4 left though are the harder ones, I think.
All right, I feel good with where I am to pass.
Okay.
I got 4
Okay.
good ones.
Good job.
I think Alfie can close it out, but we'll see.
I'm trying to think backwards because you said it's actresses that we wouldn't like automatically think about.
So it's actresses that you're like, was that really her first movie role? But yes, it was.
Ooh, wait a minute. I might have another one.
You passed though.
Ah, I'm the worst.
So I'm trying to think.
So one of them is sandwiched between 2 that we have named, and then the other 3 are sort of the first 3 in the list.
I can think of a couple.
One of them is like between the ones that Rachel's already mentioned.
Yes.
Chronological.
Okay.
So like more recent, but still not that recent.
And I should have been paying attention to what she said. Now I'm like,
I said
So Rachel said Eva Marie Saint, Tatum O'Neal, Anna Paquin, and Lupita Nyong'o.
4 more.
okay.
So there's
and
4 more.
One of them should be in this grouping.
One of them is sandwiched in between 2 of these that she said.
I think I love all 4 of those.
Okay, I think I'm just gonna throw it out there because I think it's this one.
Okay.
Is it Linda Hunt?
No.
Damn it. Okay, then
I think I have one.
I'm gonna
Okay.
let John go ahead.
Patty Duke for The Miracle Worker.
No.
That was the one I was going to add. So,
Ah!
damn it.
Well, fuck. I thought I was super
Sorry,
smart
guys,
for a
I took
second.
all the easy ones apparently.
Take it, Eric.
I know one is Joe Van Fleet,
Yep.
East of Eden. I love that win.
Yes.
Wow.
So this was the one that was in between Eva Marie Saint and Tatum O'Neal. Yeah. So all the ones that are left are, I can give you like a clue, are before 1955.
Okay.
Was
Sorry,
Jane
guys.
Darwell?
No.
So I lose, right? I have to skip.
How does everybody feel?
I think I know. I think I know one.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and skip. I don't want to just
Okay.
keep naming names.
But those are 2 points for you. So Rob.
I got 8 points though.
Is it Teresa Wright for Mrs. Miniver?
No.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh shit! I know. Now I know. Damn it!
Well, go ahead because it loops back around.
I think I might know one.
Is Goldie Hawn?
Nope.
Yes! Damn it!
No, so these are all before 1955.
Oh, that's right. She did that Disney film. Okay, before.
Oh shit, that's
55.
right. Oh, I thought she was. Okay, good. I'm glad I didn't
Okay,
say it.
yeah.
I think I might
Okay,
know
that's
one.
right.
John, you know one? You still
Is it?
know one?
Oh, it's not my turn though. I'll wait.
I mean, I don't know anybody else.
Yeah, I'm out. So
I was say Katina Paxino.
Yes.
Wow.
For what movie?
I don't remember.
Right.
I just remember.
He goes, I just like that name.
I remember looking her up when I was looking up like the most like forgotten supporting actor. Remember when I asked that question, like the most forgotten? And I was like, I always forget that she won. So then it stuck with me that was her first movie, but I can't remember what it was.
Does anybody remember the title of the movie?
For Whom the Bells Toll?
Yo.
Yes, For Whom the Bell Tolls. But
For Whom the
yes,
Toll, sorry.
you can
Wait,
split the
I'm
point.
I'm thinking of this list and how
There's
many
2
of them
left.
There's 2 left.
One of them is kind of like a big deal.
Mercedes McCambridge for All the Presidents, All the King's Men.
Yes.
Woo!
We were just talking about that shit show remake.
Yep.
Right.
So there's 1 left.
Okay.
I don't know, but can I ask, is it an iconic win? Forgettable
Every
win?
supporting actress
I
wins an
would say
iconic win.
it's a notable win for a particular reason.
Is it Hattie McDaniel?
No.
Okay.
I thought so too at first, but she did a bunch.
Was it?
I was gonna, yeah.
Is it
Yeah.
Miyoshi Umeki?
No.
Lila Kudrova.
No, so now we're thinking before 1944.
Throwing shit out. Okay, before 55. Okay, so geez.
Now we're thinking before 44.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh, so
Oh God.
who was some of the
He
early
didn't when I remember.
Oh.
supporting actress winner?
Eric? Knows it. He looks like he knows.
Well, it would be. It's kind of a trick question, isn't it?
Why?
Because it's the first.
It's the first.
Gail Sundergaard.
Yes, Anthony Adverse. Yeah, so that's why it's notable because it's the first
Yes.
winner. Yes.
What was the movie?
Anthony Adverse,
Yeah.
I mean, it was her first movie ever because it was one of the first movies ever.
which won Best Editing.
So, but wait, so
I wouldn't have even thought about that had you the other question not
Yeah.
been the thing.
can you read off all of those winners? Because how many of them actually got a second nomination following those wins?
Okay, so it's Gail Sondergaard, which I think is her only nomination. Katina, which is also, I think, her only nomination. Mercedes might have gotten another one. No?
No, I don't think so.
No? Eve Marie Saint, I think it's her only one.
Yep.
Jo Van Fleet, I'm not sure.
I think that was her only one.
Only.
Tatum is her only one.
Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's their only one nomination, and they all won for that.
This
And
is
Jay
what
Hart-
I'm fascinated by. Lupita
And Jay Hod is also her only nomination.
and
Yeah.
Lupita and Jay Hud and Anna Paquin, I guess, are still.
I would imagine that maybe Lupita gets nominated again in the future.
Yeah.
Mercedes McCambridge got nominated for Giant.
Oh, there you
Oh,
go.
right.
Okay.
Yeah. So I felt like
I just looked
she
it up.
might have. Yeah.
5
She
years.
might
So,
have
so far of that list, McCambridge is the only one who has
That's crazy.
nomination. That's crazy. As people were reading off names, I was like, wait a second, none of these people ever came back.
It's so funny because the Oscars in
Supporting actress curse.
supporting actress and actress love to anoint like newcomers sometimes as if it's going to be some type of like building block for them, and then
supporting actress curse unless you've had
Yeah.
a 45-year career.
And yeah,
I don't know.
unless you're, is Marissa Tomei, is she really kind of like the one that somewhat broke that curse a little bit? Because she,
Damn straight.
No,
Yeah.
there's like a number of
that
them
one
that I-
supporting
that I
actress,
think
and then that have gone on to at least get 1 or 2 more.
I mean, Diane Weiss did for sure.
Right.
Yeah.
yeah, but I mean those are people that had projects post their win that would get them there, and a lot of the ones that we just mentioned never got that.
Mhm.
at
Well, I mean,
all.
Lupita Nyong'o should have all the projects lined up for her, but you know how
She should be double
should have
nominated.
been nominated.
Last year.
Yeah. I mean, I have to imagine she will be at some point.
Oh yeah,
She's
I
young
think so.
career,
100%.
I mean, the others. I mean, not to say that Anna Paquin can't reasonably get in at some point, but I think the others are pretty much all done.
Obviously, Paquin was snubbed for The Irishman. So
What's her one line? Like,
there's 7 words.
I
Why did you
almost
call
had
her,
a question
Joe?
about like winners that or like nominees that like were nominated for movies where they don't have any movie lines, but then I was like, this is too hard. But yeah, That would have been a good one.
She literally said 5 words in that movie, right?
7. I think it's 7 words,
Yeah.
Ugh.
which I don't remember. So hey.
Yeah.
That was a long movie. You can't be expected to remember that.
Okay, so question number 6.
Oh, I thought we were done.
No, there's 2 more. Do you want to be done?
More.
There's 2 more. Yeah.
I might be done.
Remember, each had like 35 parts.
Yeah. That was like, let's spread the wealth. Okay. Out of the 50 top grossing movies of the year, only 5 received nominations in any of the 6 main categories. Name these 5 films.
Whose turn is it?
Wait, out of the 6?
I think it's Alfie.
Of the 20, highest grossing movies of the year.
Of the 50 top grossing movies of the year, only 5 received nominations in any of the 6 main categories.
Okay.
So we're going from best film to adapted screenplay.
So 5.
Oh, okay. All above the line.
Above the line. Yeah.
So
Okay.
5 films
5.
that were in the top 50 of that year's box office.
Yes.
Are we just naming the film?
Yes.
Yeah. All right, this isn't that hard. We
So
kind of got-
top 50. So Borat,
That's 1.
The Departed,
That's 2.
The Devil Wears Prada,
That's 3. So one of them that's left, we've talked about a bunch. The other one was very surprising to me because it's also like the one that did the best at the box office, and I would have never guessed.
See, now I'm trying to figure out which of the ones that we've talked about landed in the top 50, and there's like a few where I'm like, it could have been that.
But think
surprising.
above the line nominations, not like
No, right.
best sound or
I'm trying to think if there was another screenplay nominee, but I don't think there was another one that.
I can tell you that the 2 that are left got acting nominations.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
That's
just
for everybody.
gonna guess Dreamgirls.
Correct? We're missing 1, which is actually the one that was the highest.
So the one left made the most money.
Yes, but it's really surprising to me, at least.
It was oh wow.
Venus.
Okay.
The most money in retirement homes.
I'm gonna stop with my 4 points and let someone else get it because
I'm there's 2 I'm thinking between, and now it's which one do I have to guess? It's either the Pursuit
Probably
of Happiness.
the one that you're like, no.
I'll say Little Miss Sunshine.
No.
But
But that's very surprising.
It's the other one. It's the other one. I know which one it is. Damn it.
Yeah. Oh, was it
Erik?
The Pursuit of Happiness.
Yes.
Uh,
Which made more money than Borat and Dreamgirls. Like how?
That's crazy.
Will.
Wait, there's one more?
No, that's it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I
these
thought
are-
Little Miss
these were the
Sunshine
5.
did.
No, apparently not.
Was it in the top 50 grossing movies of the year?
No,
Wow.
because Dreamgirls was the one that did the worst out of these, and it was 28. Pursuit of Happiness was 12, Borat was 15, Prada was 16, Departed was 17.
Wow. What was the
So yeah, that's surprising.
What was the top grossing film of that year?
I think it was Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah,
The second one.
which
right?
also was nominated. Yeah, but not.
one visual effects. Yeah.
And then Cars and Happy Feet if we were going to go
Okay.
there too, but
We're not.
The last question, which is also like a multiple sort of like answer question. And this goes to John. I guess at least we're starting with John.
we were
Right.
definitely just starting with John.
So Dreamgirls netted 3 nominations for Best Original Song. Only 3 other movies have managed to do the same. Name them, and for a bonus, also the song titles.
Oh wow. Beauty and the Beast,
Yes.
which was Be Our Guest,
That's one.
Beauty and the Beast,
That's 2.
and fuck.
That's not.
Would be awesome.
That was the song that got cut out.
Somehow fuck was left out of. It's like a really popular song, but I didn't know that it was that the title was that title.
There must be something there that wasn't there before. That song. What's that song called? Bells.
That's it, Bell. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bell. So that's 4 points because it's the correct movie and then the 3 songs. So there's 2 more movies.
2 more movies.
And I don't think this can happen anymore, right?
No.
Correct.
This is a cap, so that's pretty much it. Yeah.
Cap 2 now.
Yeah. Okay.
Bullshit.
I agree. By the way,
We'll go with The Little Mermaid.
No, Little Mermaid only got 2.
Okay.
Because of Part of Your World robbery.
Part
Still
of
not
your
over.
world. All right,
Ridiculous.
I'm done.
Erik, that's 4 points. Erik,
Well, I mean, I don't know why I thought Little Mermaid was too. Shit.
one of them is a super gay movie, so like,
Yeah.
Wouldn't most be in this category?
No. But this is a particularly homosexual movie. It is. I'm sorry. It is.
Yentl only had 2.
Only 2. I can tell you that both of them are after Beauty and the Beast.
That's Crazy Pants.
I think I know one, but I don't know the songs.
And Lion King was Lion King. Lion King.
Yes. So that's 1 point.
Name
Name
for the
the 3
Love,
songs.
Hakuna Matata, Circle of Life.
Yes. So that's 4 points. There's 1 left.
Yeah.
Wrong song 1 for Lion King.
Oh shit.
You want to try or do you want to pass to Rob?
Let's pass.
Rob, there's 1 movie left, but you're the straight one here. So.
I think
the movie was not made for you, Rob.
I'm gonna guess.
Oh my God.
Is it Enchanted?
Yes.
Yes.
And I don't remember any of the songs, so
okay.
I turn in my gay card.
But they made Amy Adams sing by herself.
I know. with no background or anything, right? She was just like a headphone and just kind of
That was so sad.
I don't remember any of the songs.
I
remember one of them.
Okay.
So
wait,
But
who's
it's my
next?
turn though.
Rachel, yeah.
And I get to name song from Enchanted, right?
Yes.
Yes.
That's how you know.
That's 1.
Happy Working Song.
That's 2.
What's the third one?
I'll never win an Oscar.
Rachel, you are blank to getting all 3.
What?
you don't know it. Let me have it.
Take it.
So close.
Yes. So that's 1 point for Rob, 2 points for Rachel, and then the last point to Alfie. What's the total? Because
our winner of this trivia, and we'll be doing the trivia for 2008, is Erik with 27 points.
Damn!
I thought Rachel was gonna get it.
That was the Peter O'Toole.
Rob,
yeah, that was too many. That was like too many opportunities there.
Awesome.
All right, I will actually do trivia this time, I promise.
So Rob is doing the trivia for 2007.
Okay.
And I've already done it.
Doing the trivia for 2008.
It's going to be all Kate Winslet questions. I'll just let you know that right now.
Kate Winslet has had 6 very meaningful Oscar nominations to her personally. Which have been most meaningful to her personally?
Oh my gosh.
Sorry, I can't stop making
Actually, she won
mean
it, and,
jokes.
like, she kind of dove off a cliff. Like, she does have another nomination after her win, but
Fix it, Steve.
Oh God.
Any last thoughts about 2006?
It was terrible.
It was not the best year.
It's a pretty forgettable year overall.
Yeah, there's a handful of good movies, but yeah.
Ellen did a pretty decent job with this hosting job.
Right.
Yeah, but she's canceled, so you know.
Yeah. I just liked her asking Clint Eastwood for a selfie and then directing Spielberg on how to take the selfie for her MySpace. That's how old this year was.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Who were some of the notable deaths that year? I don't remember. Was it
Altman was the big one.
Altman? Okay, Robert Altman.
Because he just got his honorary the year before.
Yeah.
Companion, and then he was like, "I'm done. I work with Lindsay Lohan."
Lindsay Lohan killed Robert Altman. That's a fact. This isn't like even not a conspiracy.
Killed Altman like she killed Altman like she killed her career.
Poor thing. Not really.
God.
She's still alive.
Thanks to all of you for joining.
Thank you.
Also, Laura Dern, I love you. Sorry, I keep making bad comments about you every single podcast.
Lies.
We will be talking about 2007 and
All right.
cheeriness of No Country for Old Men, and There Will Be Blood, and all that other good stuff.
Feel good movies.
Yay!
Good stuff.
Finally.
Good stuff.
And that means we're also going to get to Tom Wilkinson and his baguettes. Bye, everyone.
All right. Thanks.
Bye, everyone.
All right. You guys have a good
Bye.
one. Have a great week.
Tell us your tour.